Why does a diabetic manage to control the illness? In many cases, they can even reverse it. Yes, reversing type 2 diabetes is a thing. And why can't others do the same? Some folks with diabetes consistently have high blood sugar levels, often experiencing complications from the disease. In this video, I mentioned 9 signs indicating that you could be in this category, meaning you could manage the disease efficiently or even reverse it entirely. The first sign is you get regular checkups. Even when you're feeling fine and showing no symptoms at all, you still see your doctor, keep track of your health, and get your tests done on schedule during the time they're supposed to be done. This is a significant point because it's very common that once you start your diabetes treatment, the symptoms improve, you gain energy, and feel better overall, with no noticeable symptoms. Many patients then start neglecting their regular health checkups as regularly as they should. This is a pattern I see every day. Most patients only get tested when they start feeling sick. Is this familiar to you? Did I catch you with this first point itself? I hope not. Ideally, you should take tests regularly, even when you're feeling perfectly fine, because this is one of the key indicators of effective diabetes management. If you're already doing this, good job. You're on the right path. Second point, you avoid sugary drinks. This includes orange juice, even freshly squeezed grape juice, even more so, soda. You don't add sugar to your coffee. If this sounds like you, that's another point in your favor for being in the good diabetes control group. It's crucial to steer clear of sweetened drinks. This simple change greatly increases your chances of managing your blood sugar level. Why? Sugary drinks, like sodas for instance, contain a type of carbohydrate we call sugar, which is a simple carbohydrate. When you consume them, your blood sugar spikes, causing an insulin surge. If the insulin hormone isn't working as expected, or your body has built up insulin resistance as seen in type 2 diabetes, or in the case of type 1 diabetes, an autoimmune disease where your body doesn't produce insulin, what happens next? If insulin can't do its job, or your body doesn't produce it, your blood sugar levels will rise. This is something you need to keep an eye on. What you can do instead is replace these drinks with water, which is always a healthy choice, or opt for flavored drinks, like lemon juice or passion fruit juice, or a simple trick I like to use is adding a slice of lemon and some ice to my water. This doesn't spike your blood sugar and is a bonus health boost. So, the second sign is you avoid sweetened or sugary drinks. Hopefully, you aren't adding sugar to your coffee. Well, are you? If you do use sugar in your coffee, here's a suggestion. Start cutting it down gradually, okay? It can take 3 to 4 weeks to get used to coffee without sugar, so don't quit cold turkey, as it could be too drastic for your taste buds, and you wouldn't be able to stick with it. Folks who enjoy sweet drinks often struggle giving them up all at once. So, ease into it gradually, and you'll get there. So later, come back here and tell me that you succeeded, and it'll be a great satisfaction for me. Number 3, seek education and knowledge about diabetes. It's vital. You shouldn't delegate knowledge of your health to third parties, family members, or doctors. I've heard so many times and also read in the comments, oh, it's not me who needs to know this stuff, it's the doctor. That's a big mistake. People who are in the group that can control diabetes seek knowledge. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you're already closer to the group that won't be able to control their blood sugar levels. Just kidding, guys. It's a joke. You don't necessarily have to follow my recommendations, but choose serious professionals who don't receive sponsorship from the pharmaceutical industry, who aren't trying to sell you any drugs or supplements. I get daily offers to post pharmaceutical industry videos on the channel, and I don't accept them because I don't want to compromise my speech and the scientific information I share here. So I have no financial interest. If you want to subscribe and keep following, the invitation is there. Also remember to activate the bell for notifications. Click on the bell and select all the options, so every time I post, you'll get a notification and keep watching new videos. Number 4, break the habit of snacking. This is super important because you're trying to control your blood sugar levels. And every time you go to the kitchen or living room, you end up snacking on some food between meals, for example. If you do this every 2 hours, what will happen? Besides increasing your caloric intake, you'll probably also consume sugars and make it harder for you to control your blood sugar levels. That's one of the big differences. So, have set times for your meals and snacks. If you don't have a schedule, it can make it harder for you to manage your diabetes effectively. Just to be clear, if it's type 1 diabetes, since it's an autoimmune disease, you can only achieve good control, which is already great. Type 1 diabetes can't be reversed. If it's type 2 diabetes, it's often possible to reverse the condition. It's not me who says this. It's the American Diabetes Association. What's the reversal criterion? You always ask if there's a myth on the internet about whether it exists or not, and the reversal criterion is as follows. If you maintain an A1C level of less than 6.5 for a period of 3 months or more after your doctor has discontinued medications, it's considered a reversal of type 2 diabetes. Number 5, use a glucometer, that little gadget, the blood sugar measuring device, to your advantage. People who do this are way ahead of those who don't, and also you should write down the results. Why? Because it's important for you to know your own body, like which foods are worst for you, and which help you the most. There's a big personal factor here. I see patients who track their info and know which foods impact them, or they take notes and let their doctor figure it out because quickly and easily, the doctor can make connections and let you know too. This will make your treatment so much easier. For example, note the time, date, what you ate, what your test result was, how long after eating you tested, or if it was before. Just put it all in context. This will really help your blood sugar control and make your doctor's job easier. Your doctor will thank you and probably even congratulate you. Number 6, patients with the best blood sugar control know what's up with their blood pressure. It's super important for you to keep track of it and take measurements because one of the main risk factors besides diabetes for having issues with your kidneys or even your heart is high blood pressure. And lots of diabetics don't know their blood pressure situation. I asked this in another video, and the vast majority of people had no idea or didn't measure. If you're diabetic, you absolutely need to keep track of your blood pressure, and not just during doctor appointments. When your doctor checks your blood pressure during a visit, it's not always the best measure because some people only have high blood pressure when they're at the doctor's office, maybe from stress, being tense about what the doctor might say, and so on. This happens a lot. If this is you, let us know in the comments. This is actually called no joke white coat hypertension because it's only high when they're at the docs. That's why it's super important to monitor your blood pressure outside the hospital or doctor's office. Medical stuff. You can also note the results for your doc to see. One of the related health issues that's more common in diabetics is high blood pressure. This can really change the game in terms of treatment as it greatly reduces the chances of complications. Cool? If you're not already doing this, give it a try. Number 7. Don't play the blame game with genetics. People who have the best blood sugar control focus on what they can actually do. There's always something you can do to improve your blood sugar levels, so don't keep blaming your genes. Why? You know what happens when you stress or get upset. What happens? Blood sugar levels go up. Why? Cortisol and adrenaline increase. So stop blaming your genes. Focus on what you can do. This is a big difference between patients who have good blood sugar control and those who don't. The ones who succeed look for solutions and ways to improve. People with poor blood sugar control often give up trying to make changes. They say it's their genetics fault and there's not much they can do, which is a big lie. Don't settle for that. Number 8, super important. Control your meals. It's really important to know what you're eating and to plan your meals. If you leave it up to someone else, they might buy or prepare food that's not best for you. So you need to take charge. If you work outside the home, planning your meals saves money compared to eating at restaurants where you don't know the food sources. Plus, your options might be limited, so plan ahead. It's a good idea. People who have good blood sugar control take charge of their diets and plan their meals. Give it a try. If you're not already doing this, your chances of better blood sugar control go way up. Number 9. Don't fall for false promises. There's no quick fix or magic pill for diabetes. It doesn't improve overnight. Getting good blood sugar control requires a combination of actions. It's a daily battle, but you can win and achieve good diabetes control. So, don't believe false promises. People who know this have better blood sugar control. On a scale of 0 to 10, how would you rate this video? If it's a 10, I'll make more like it. Also, let us know where in the world you're watching this from. Which city do you live in? Leave a comment. I'm from Porto Alegre. How about you? Now here's a suggested video for you to watch. This one's been highly requested on the channel. It's all about vegetables. Do you know which ones are best and worst? Check out this video for those answers. Remember how I mentioned education and info about diabetes? Watch this video for a lot of helpful info. Catch you later.